One of the major problems that I see for folks who are doing their mid-career planning is they really don't understand how investments work. And one of the major concepts that everybody needs to understand is this whole issue about investment objectives. Now, usually when people start talking about investments, they ask, well, what do you think? Should I invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate? What should I invest in? But that's not the issue. The issue is, what objective are you trying to accomplish? Is it income, growth, tax benefit, or speculation? With income investments, things that generate like interest income, you get the cash, but you got to pay taxes. Well, if you're in a high tax bracket, you maybe don't want to have all your investments in the income category. With growth investments, you pay the taxes when you sell it. So investments like mutual funds, stocks, real estate goes up in value, but you don't pay any taxes on that until you sell it. Tax benefit, there's exemption, examples like Roth IRA and municipal bonds where you never pay taxes on the earnings. And then there's deferral, which are things like your 401k plan at work or a thrift savings plan for federal government employees. And then, of course, there's also speculation, which is the opportunity for a big increase, but guess what? Also, maybe a big decrease in your investments. So once again, people need to focus on what objective they're trying to accomplish. Now, to apply it to your personal situation, then I use what I call the financial life cycle approach. And what that means is that younger folks usually start accumulating in that income category because they're in a low tax bracket and maybe need access to the money, so they start accumulating in the income category. Then as time goes on, maybe there's two people working in a higher tax bracket. Well, if that's your situation, then maybe you don't want to be in the income category. That's when the investments shift into the growth, tax benefit, maybe speculation category if the personality lends itself to that. But then what happens when a person retires? Chances are two things. Number one, their tax bracket drops down. And number two, they may have a need for additional income. So if that's the case, that's when the investments come out of the growth, tax benefit, and maybe speculation categories and shift back into the income category. Folks, it is a simple concept, but it is absolutely critical because you have to start by knowing what objective you're trying to accomplish at your particular stage in life.